You might need to make it just like 2 inches wider, 2 inches wider, not much. You could put the strap above your elbows, which is going to give you some interesting feedback for your shoulders. Okay? Make sure that if you are using the strap for this one, make sure that it's tight enough that it feels okay when you press your arms out into the strap. So it's the same idea we just did with the legs. Inhale, arch your spine, pull your chest through, cow pose. Press the tops of your feet down. Exhale, round your spine, cat pose. I haven't taught you guys this in a long time. I haven't mentioned it. But one of a very specific alignment cue for cobra pose is to broaden the collarbones. So it's not just arching your back. So come into cow pose, and you can do this with or without a strap. Come into cow pose, that's your arch spine, and then reach your arms away from the midline. So you can find this from collarbones to outer shoulder blades. You can find it from outer shoulders reaching out towards your pinky fingers. So both of those ideas can happen. The strap obviously gives you more feedback. Exhale, round your spine. But this helps to keep the chest broad. One more time, inhale, cow pose. Keep reaching out. Now, those of you who want practice to be softer, you're just going to reach back to child's pose. But everyone else, tuck your toes, lift your hips into down dog with your arms reaching out. And this is one of those ideas that you have to navigate the strap. Your head's not going to go into its normal spot. But this is an idea that I would say to you, if it's feeling good in your body, it's an every time you do the pose idea. So we're in down dog or child's pose. And then we'll walk our feet back and shift forward to plank pose. You're still reaching your arms out. Good. You can always lower your knees to make it more modified. Keep your head lifted. Exhale back to a down dog. So those of you in child's pose, you could pull forward to a half plank. Those of us in down dog, we're pulling forward to a full plank or lowering the knees to a half plank. Good. We've got 2 more of these. Arms reaching out. So it's going to give you a lot more arm work in the pose than you would get without. And back. One more time. Forward. And back. Good. You're going to walk to the front of the mat. Stand all the way up. Stand all the way up. Great. So let me give you one way. If you don't have a strap, you're taking your hands on your shoulders and you're doing big loops like this. Okay? If you do have a strap, you're holding the strap wider than your shoulders and you're doing shoulder flossing. They're both going to open the shoulders. You don't need to change the loop. I wouldn't change the loop on the strap. I would just keep it looped and use your strap this way. Right? Otherwise, hands on shoulders. Nice, Eva Marie. Big loops. Good. Now, what you're looking for, especially with the strap idea, is that you're not letting your body go into a back bend. You're keeping your back body full. This puts your shoulders right up against it. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lose the strap for now. Little bit of flow before we come back to that. The one reason I hardly use a strap when I teach is that it really does force you to kind of stop, set up, do the whole thing. It feels amazing when the practice is over. You're going to be like, oh my God, I always want to use a strap. But it's a lot to work with during a class. So we're going to just let that go for now, flow a little bit, then we'll come back to it. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, right foot steps back, root your foot flat. Good. Keep your hands down, brighten your chest. Press both feet down into the mat and then away from each other. Once you feel steady, or when you feel steady, reach your arms back, rise all the way up. Warrior 1. Join your palms, look up at your thumbs. 2 breaths. Exhale, keep activity through your right foot. Come all the way down, downward facing dog. Find the idea that we found with the straps, reaching your outer shoulders or your collarbones wide. Now, you could, if you had a strap around your legs, you'd be also reaching your thighs out into said strap, right? So the same idea, both arms and legs can be reaching out into an imaginary strap. Notice what happens in your lower back and your chest when you do those ideas. Great. Stay in this position working it or shift forward to a plank pose. Now this is where we tend to lose the idea. Keep your collarbones reaching as you lower through chaturanga. Coming into cobra pose. Don't come to up dog. Keep your elbows in, draw your collarbones and shoulders wide. Notice what happens in your chest. Great. If you want to pull forward and come into an up dog, just keep that activity in your upper body. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a moment, take a breath. Rise high to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, empty your breath, walk or hop top of the mat. Gorgeous. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half lift. Exhale, fold in deep. Press into your feet, stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice work, Clarissa. I like what you just did. Inhale, arms overhead. Here's another pose, Urdhva Hasuttanasana, where you can be broadening your shoulders out to the side. It's going to change how you feel here. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen your neck. Inhale, half lift, long spine all the way to the crown of your head. Exhale, big, generous step back with your left foot. Keep your hands down. Pull your chest forward. Reach your thighs out into an imaginary strap. Notice what just happened in your body. Keep that idea. Reach arms back, out and up. Palms join at the top. Look up. Gazing point. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale here. Exhale, circle your arms. Step back, downward facing dog. Refine the pose. Shoulders draw out into an imaginary strap. Thighs draw out into an imaginary strap. Notice what